under the subway tracks, so they go by every 10 minutes. Hey guys, it's Rilee, and today's my birthday. This year, I am turning 22. Still learning how to properly adult. It sucks. Fucking sucks. So usually I do more artistic, creative twist for these videos, but I just want to sit down and be more personable with you guys because honestly, the videos I normally make take a lot of work and I'm just being lazy. Now before I get started with the video, I just want to take a moment to acknowledge that I am raising money for Mental Health America. Now as many of you know, mental health and the stigma around mental health is very close and dear to my heart. I suffer with it myself and a lot of Americans do, but it's not talked enough about in this country, and I think that needs to change. So if you would like to give me a birthday present, donating to that would be awesome. It's going to be linked somewhere where this video is on Facebook. On YouTube, I'm going to try and find a link to put it down in the description. And yeah, it would mean a lot to me. All right, so I guess we're just going to dive into this video. The first thing that I learned is everything happens for a reason. I recently dealt with a few shitty months, and I realized that if some events didn't happen, then I wouldn't have had the opportunities that I've gotten so far. I pieced everything together and was like, well, if this didn't happen, then this wouldn't have happened, or if this didn't happen, then I wouldn't have this opportunity. I honestly think the universe is doing you a favor, whether you see it right then and there or months down the line. With that being said, the second thing that I've learned is timing is everything. Timing allows for a lot of things to happen. It allows you to heal from old wounds or fights or breakups. It allows you to get over grudges. It allows you to forgive. It allows you to do all this stuff that is very important to relationships, I think. Friendships, relatives, boyfriend, girlfriends, acquaintances, whatever it may be. Number 3, patience is key. Being patient is so important because if you're just so quick to get things done and go about everything, things aren't gonna work out to the best that they possibly can. Not all the time. I come up with an idea like every day. I have so many of them every day that I just get overwhelmed and I'm just like, oh my God, that's a lot of work. Oh my God, I have to do that. Oh my God, this, that. I really have to be patient with that stuff because if I were to just start every project that pops into my brain when it pops into my brain, then it's not gonna be the best that it possibly can. And I have to be patient and trust that timing will help me and that everything happens for a reason and things will fall into place when they need to. Number 4, the universe is on your side. Now, this I think is all about our energy, and that sounds very spiritual, and I'm not a religious person, spiritual type of person, but I have explored spirituality a little bit more recently, and I really think that our energy and the way that we speak about ourselves and what we put into the world comes back to us, and I think the universe is helping us be the best that we can with little signs here and there and things like that. It's really hard to explain. It's really weird. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Number 5, failure means you're doing something right. This one is probably the hardest one for me to believe consistently and 24/7. I am very hard on myself, just like everyone else when I fail. I hate it. I hate myself for it. I question everything that I did and what I could have done better, what I should have done instead, and it's a mess. In my brain, it is a mess. But I also think that failure means that you're trying and you're ruling out things that don't work and you're ruling out ways to not do something and you're one step closer to finding what does work or doing what you should be doing. Number 6, hard work pays off. This goes back to shooting Warped Tour. I've never gone to Warped Tour. I was never able to afford the ticket and they weren't even that much. I just never could afford it. And I was pretty closeted when it came to the kind of music I listened to and liked in middle school and high school. And when I put myself out there and reached out to people to approach possibly getting a photo pass to shoot Warped Tour, and I got it, I was so excited, so happy, could not believe it. And it was the best experience I've ever had, and I never thought that I would have the opportunity to shoot a festival like that, especially because it was the last Warped Tour ever. It opened more doors. I met more people that I've spoken to online and that I've looked up to, and I was surrounded by all these talented people of all kinds of art, and it was amazing. I didn't think that that could ever happen, and it did, and I've worked my ass off for it too, and it was just really cool, like, to get the opportunity. Number 7, true friends are hard to come by. This I've known for a while, but the people that I've met in Orlando are seriously some of the truest, realest people that I know, and some of the nicest, most down-to-earth people that I've ever had the pleasure of calling my friends. They are so supportive, they are so like-minded people and open-minded people that it was just something that I'd never experienced. I've always been the type to be the person who has a handful of really close friends and confides in very few people with a lot of things. I'm just very lucky for the people that I do have in my life, that I'm able to call true friends and who are always there for me, always supportive, just always looking out for me, and they want what's best for me. Thank you to all my true friends out there. You know who you are. Number 8, laughter can fix almost anything. I've always believed this. I will forever believe this because laughter is the best. I love laughing. It's the best thing in the world. Number 9, kombucha is delicious. Pineapple peach is the best flavor. Number 10, when you don't care what people think about you or what you're doing, you're unstoppable. This again comes in waves and it's hard for me to believe every now and then, but whenever you just focus on what you want to do and keep it on the DL, you do the best work. Number 11, taking time to decompress is crucial to your well-being. I take social media breaks a lot because my mental state cannot handle it. Taking these social media breaks helps me remember that 9 times out of 10, what you see on social media are just people posting the best things that are happening to them in their life. It just reminds me that people are human and that people go through a lot of shit that you don't see, that's not just plastered on social media for everyone around the world to acknowledge. And so that really helps me decompress my mind and bring me back down and not freak out as much as to compare where I'm at compared to other people that I'm with on social media. Does that make sense? That did not sound like it made sense, but we're gonna keep it. Okay, cool. Number 12, your gut feeling is never wrong. It took me a long time to realize what a gut feeling felt like, and that sounds really weird, but like, it did. Yeah, gut feelings are never wrong. Number 13, always take the risk. Just to name a few, moving to Florida at 17 when I had no money and not knowing anyone is a pretty big risk. But if I didn't do that, then I wouldn't have met the people that I've met, had the opportunities that I've had, and I wouldn't have been independent as I am, and I wouldn't be where I am today. I also just recently moved to Philadelphia, which is a major, major change to what I'm used to. I'm still trying to figure things out, and I know just moving somewhere doesn't answer all of my problems, but I've done it before and I kicked ass at it, so I'm trying to see if I can kick ass elsewhere, and so I'm taking the risk, and so far it's working. It's hard, but it's working. Number 14, movies make me cry very easily. I don't know what it is, like even previews do, and like they aren't even like totally depressing, like things that I'm watching. My mind's just like, oh my gosh, what if like this is happening? What if this is gonna happen? Or what if this is gonna happen? It just makes me cry. It's just, I don't know, maybe I'm just such a sad person that I just cry at anything that's remotely sad. I don't know, that's probably honestly what's happening. Number 15, support your local scene. I cannot stress this enough. I think a lot of people forget that every business, artist, musician, restaurant, anything starts at a local level. And it's very important to support your local scene no matter what it is. So do it. It's fun, it's cool, do it. Number 16, give people the benefit of the doubt, but know when enough is enough. I give people so many chances when they don't deserve it. Because I'm just that nice, and I just truly believe there's good in everyone. Now this I know I've always done, I've always given people the benefit of the doubt, but I've recently learned how to just know when enough is enough and they don't deserve it anymore. That's basically it, that's basically it. Number 17, depression is the least fun roller coaster I've ever been on, and it doesn't end. There's not really much to say about this. Depression just sucks, it does. It sucks a lot. Moving on. Number 18, I hate small talk. I don't want to talk about the weather. I don't care. Yes, we both acknowledged it. Okay, cool, let's move on. I'm pretty good at reading people, and I'm pretty good at gauging what's off limits, like topic-wise, when like meeting them. I'd rather ask you like a serious, like deep question, not like tell me about like everything you've done, not like that. A genuine question that I genuinely want to know. And that way I get to know you better, that way we get closer faster, we connect better, quicker, and it's just more interesting than talking about the weather or whatever else small talk is. Like, I just hate it. I just hate it. Please don't talk to me about the fucking weather. Number 19, I have a lot of interest in a lot of different things that are leading to future plans that I want to do. I've noticed that I have curiosity about a lot of things when it comes to the industry I'm in and beyond that, and I think it's great, but it's very overwhelming, and it's definitely gonna take some time, but it makes me really excited about what I'm doing, and it makes me feel motivated. So, number 20, make the most of what you have. Don't complain about what you have or what you don't have, just make the most of it to get to where you wanna be. It's the best you can do, might as well do it. Number 21, don't be afraid to ask questions. Recently, I had a conversation with my older sister, Chelsea, about our childhood and just family life when I was younger that a lot of people don't know about. I was telling her how there were just parts of memories and experiences that I only know bits and pieces of. I only remember bits and pieces of. And there's a reason for that. I was asking her why I don't remember. Why do I only remember this specific thing happen, but not the beginning of it or the aftermath of it? Like, why can't I remember it? And she filled in those gaps for me. When I think about certain childhood memories, and I remember only a portion of it, I get angry that I don't remember my own experience with it, but I know I was there, and I know this one tiny part of it, but I don't know the whole picture. From my experience, I don't remember. I have to believe and know it based on what I'm told by other people who were there. And it really bugs me that I can't sit there and share a whole experience about the specific time in my life. So recently I just asked her questions. We just literally sat and spoke for like 3 hours and just talked about a lot of stuff that happened when I was a child that I remember and that I don't. And she was filling in these gaps and memories for me. And now I know some things that happened that I didn't know before. And although it's not directly my experience, like what I personally went through and from my point of view, but she was there and she remembers everything so clearly. So she tells me all the things that I was a part of and that I was physically there for that I don't quite remember. And some of it helped trigger some memories that I guess I just blocked into my brain because I didn't want to remember it. I asked questions and now I know some more things, and yeah, just ask questions. That got really deep. This goes for anything. If you just are curious about something, ask. If you need permission for something but you're scared, ask. You never know until you try. You never know until you speak up and say something. And that's what I'm learning, and I think I'm getting better and better at every day. Number 22, the last and final one, be unapologetically you. I guess the simplest way to put it is don't ever feel bad or sorry for how you feel or what you are going through. Don't ever feel bad about it because your feelings are valid no matter what. And if someone ever makes you feel bad for how you feel or for something you're going through or experiencing, you don't need them. That's not right. Something is wrong with them. Something is eating away at them, not you. Alright, well that is it for my 22 things I learned in 22 years, and I hope you guys enjoyed it and I hope you guys were able to take something away from this. Before I go, I actually have a few RJV t-shirts that I am selling. I have a few extra. I'm selling for $15 a piece, so if you want one, let me know. There's a very limited amount of them. I'll list the sizes down below because I'm pretty sure I have a few of each size. If you want one and you want to support your local scene and artists, let me know. They're super limited, so definitely reach out to me as soon as possible if you really, really want one, and if you're serious about getting one. Again, they're gonna be $15 a piece. And again, don't forget, I am donating money to Mental Health America for my birthday, so if you wanna go ahead and do that, that'd be great as well. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.